So who's really pulling the strings on the progressive movement inside the Democrat Party? Let's talk about it on Azimuth Podcast. I'm Barrett McNabb, and with me is my wife, Kimberly McNabb. So we have another Babylon Bee movie for you, and we love this website just because of all the satire they have. They are just hysterical.
Check them out on Instagram and YouTube.
Yeah, so they not only do they do articles, they do memes, they do videos and things like that. And they had this one that was hit so close to home as truthful that we just had to bring this to you. And so we're going to do a reaction to this. So let's go ahead and take a look at this.
Thank you all for meeting with me. You're all doing some wonderful work destroying the world, but I think it's probably time for us to reevaluate.
Yeah, sorry for the interruption, but I think we're in the wrong meeting. We're not here to destroy the world. We're here to save it. You see, we are some of the leading leaders of liberal causes, and I'm with the Human Rights Campaign, who focus on LGBTQ+ and trans rights. You see, I have the equal sign to let you know that I'm a good person.
Oh, excuse me, women's reproductive rights.
Climate.
Free Palestine. Open borders.
I misspoke before. You guys are not destroying the world, okay? You are saving the world.
Whoa, what's up with those scare quotes?
Pretty sure I didn't use scare quotes when I said saving the world. The important thing to keep in mind is that there's a big election coming up, and you and I, we're all on the same page, okay? So if we want Biden to win, he needs to win in order for us to save the world. If we want Biden to win, you folks, how can I say this? You might need to tone it down. Just
Tone down what?
Oh, that's a good question. You're women's reproductive rights, right? Okay. Excellent branding, by the way. It's much easier on the ears than baby murder. So kudos to you on that one. But opposing any restrictions all the way through to the 9th month, I mean, you see how you're kind of tipping your hand, right? Makes people think, wait, maybe they actually want to kill babies. And we do, obviously.
No, we don't.
Oh.
No, we don't. We don't.
Right. We don't. But you see how it can kind of look that way. So that's all I'm saying. You know, let's tone it down. And you, immigration.
So here we go. We're, obviously this is satire, but still, it's truth. I mean, sometimes the squeaky wheel or the loudest voice in the room gets the attention. Well, you have everybody's attention, and I think you're off message with the American people.
Yeah, well, sometimes the loudest voice in the room is not always right. They just are the loudest voice in the room. And also, he's pointing out the irony in some of these people's names. Just because it sounds good doesn't mean it is good. You have to look at the consequences as well.
Yep, exactly. Let's keep going.
Clearly, we don't want a completely open border that undermines any sense of national sovereignty, driving down wages for the working class and overtaxing the welfare state. So let's go a bit easy there, too. I mean, why not something like this? Why not something like, diversity is our...
Are you trying to say diversity is our strength?
Yes! How do you say that without laughing? Oh my gosh. I can't even get through it. This is head and my sides. My goodness. Okay, what about you? Pro-Palestine. You are, I'm going to say this. You're kind of coming across like you just want to wipe Israel off the map and kill all the Jews.
We do want to wipe Israel off the map and kill all the Jews.
Of course, yes. And that's awesome. I'm all for that. I love that. But you need to pretend like you don't want to wipe Israel off the map and kill all the Jews.
Why?
Excuse me?
I mean, we're pretty clear in our position, and most young people and everyone on college campuses, and half the Democratic Party, of course, still support us.
Yeah, it's cool now.
You may have a point there. You might be the only person in here that can be as evil as you want to be and get away with it. All right, still, let's think about tactics. Okay, do you think...
I love that part. Well, you seem to be the only ones that can be as evil as you want to be and get away with it. And that is the gosh darn truth.
Yeah, it's amazing how if you have any other opinion other than from the river to the sea, and you're on a college campus, man, you are just...
You'll get tased. You'll get punched. I mean, you won't be allowed to go to class.
This is crazy.
And the thing
it's
is,
true.
And it is true because, first of all, now they have shown that a lot of people, not all, but a lot of people in these campus protests are not even with the college, but
Right.
the ones that are, they probably grew up never being told no. That's the trend for the last 15 years of raising kids. Don't tell my kids that exist.
Right.
But and then you have the deans that don't shut any of this down. They're just wusses. I mean, like, why are you there? Why are you getting $1 million salary if you're not going to ever tell anybody no?
Right. That's crazy. But this is absolutely true. So you're the only one that can be as evil as you want to be and get away with it.
Think that occupying bridges and blocking traffic is somehow winning people over to your cause.
Yeah, and making people hate us by blocking traffic is our thing. He's stealing our thing.
You're not stealing your thing. You must die. We will kill you all.
So, yeah, it's not killing all the Jews, like 12 million Jews, or I think it's 2 million Arab Muslim people, and then the other, they have like 7 to 9 million more Jews, but still, they want to kill all those people. But don't you dare block our bridge.
Right.
And, honestly, there is a little element of truth. People want to get to where they're going to go. And I can take a lot of things I can't take, of course, but you should see me turn when a delivery driver is blocking our driveway. Barrett can tell you, like, don't block the driveway. Well, that's because home's base,
Right.
And it's not just me. It's 7 other houses. We have a shared driveway, but I turn into a different person when someone blocks the driveway.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's hysterical.
Oh, and then the Greta Thunberg
Right.
look-alike. They did an awesome cast pick with that. But it's proof, just a little sampling, but proof that the left will eat their own.
Yep.
As they turn on each other.
Exactly. And that's what the whole point of this is anyway.
See, this is what I'm talking about. I mean, okay, I love the homicidal thing that you got going on there. I really dig it, okay? But maybe market it just a little bit differently. Like the serial killer that everyone thinks is such a sweet guy, He's got 27 bodies in the basement, but he's like, coaching Little League. That's what I want. Be that guy.
Death to America.
The funny thing is, you don't even look Middle Eastern. Am I wrong, people? Am I wrong?
I'm not. I actually grew up on Long Island, but my parents sent me to college. Death to
Exactly.
America.
HRC guy, you have been going over the top as well.
Well, it's important for us, they, them, to be accepted just like everyone else.
Yes, of course. And convincing people that they're intolerant for not wanting men to get naked in women's locker rooms. I guess that's genius. I mean, come on, it's next level stuff. All right, but insisting that your children be mutilated. I mean, come on, it's turning people off, you guys. I mean, not everyone, obviously, but until the election, can we just all pretend for a few months not to be crazed, lunatic, homicidal extremists?
Extremist? No, it's my body, my choice. Donald J. Trump. Donald Trump.
You will obey me. Sorry. Glad we're all on the same page, though.
Absolutely hysterical and spot on.
Yes.
As usual.
Yeah, calling them out. And, and it does send a good message that, a lot of things in life depends on the spend, depends on the marketing. And, and I'm definitely not the first person to say this. The Republicans, we have a marketing problem. And just we need an excellent marketer on our side. So Australia used to have a really bad immigration problem.
Right.
And Australia, okay, those of you who aren't that familiar with the geography, it's surrounded by a lot of ocean. So it's a little more difficult to get there than it is here. And so a lot of people were dying, on these rafts or boats in the water. And so the conservatives, brilliantly there, marketed it as all these people are dying to get here. And so they were able to close their borders, comparatively speaking. And so
In order to save lives.
Yeah, it saves lives. It's not giving them opportunity and blah, 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 and improving their lives. They're dying to get here. So I thought that was a good move on Australia's part.
Yeah, absolutely. But this video, again, spot on. Just like all of their videos, they're hysterical. If you haven't gotten a chance to check them out, we're going to be reviewing more of them just because we really like them. That it was so funny. They famously were banned on Twitter, now called X, before Elon Musk purchased it, and they had put a meme out for the Deputy Surgeon General, who's a trans woman. And they had her as the man of the year, and immediately it was, delete Babylon Bee off Twitter, and that was one of the first things that Elon Musk did when he bought Twitter. Is he brought them back, and they're able to do great and wonderful things. Again, it's satire, right? And so it's not it's not hate speech or anything like that. They build themselves as a satire site, and so but we saw this and we thought it was absolutely hysterical, spot on, and we wanted to bring it to you. So thanks so much for tuning into Azimuth Podcast. Please stay tuned after these messages.
Hi everyone, thank you for listening. If you enjoy our show with all the stories we share, we would love your support.
And it's as easy as clicking that subscribe or follow button. This will ensure you never miss an episode and keeps us bringing you these important stories. Your support makes a huge difference. Thank you so much for being part of our podcast family.
Thanks, and keep tuning in.